American Language School Newsletter. Hello and welcome to the American Language School Newsletter. The activities of the competition for the top students are held at the level of first, second and third grades of primary school under the supervision Ms. Rania Sharif, Ms. Meha Shalan, Ms. Asma El-Biltagi, and teachers of grades 1, 2, 3 of primary school. A group of the American Language School students participated in a tennis competition at the governorate level. Nader Mohammed Zakaria, Marika Sharif Shoaib, Ruby Mahmoud Saif, Mustafa Mahmoud Sirgani, Ali Ahmed Abaid, Yahya Mustafa, under the supervision of Coach Mustafa Kirdasi. The American International School Administration addressing the sincere congratulations to the students Muhammad Tamer Mustafa for winning the top in the final of the African Robot Championship. Advice is used for rationalizing water consumption in irrigation.
On Thursday morning, November 18, 2021, the American International Schools witnessed a special presence of Dr. Shireen Abdulaziz, a member of the Egyptian Parliament, to attend the inauguration ceremony of the Students' Union in schools during the morning assembly. The American International Schools addresses its sincere congratulations to the library staff and the Library Stars students for their outstanding representation of American language schools in the Library Stars competition. Laura Hatem Haggag, Adam Yusuf Barakat, Ziad Amir Ahmed, Hamza Khalid Hatem, Ahmed Gamal Kamil, Ahmed Tariq Al-Farmawi, Mayor Khalid Mansour, in cooperation with the teachers of the Arabic language, science, social studies, and psychological education departments. Library Supervisors Team, Ms. Iman Adel, Ms. May Mustafa, Ms. Aya Subhi, Ms. Aya Urub.
Munafaya Education honors the award winner of the bronze medal in the Egyptian Olympiad in informatics competition, as he was chosen among the top 20 programmers at the level of the country under the age of 18. Hani Antar, Director of the Directorate of Education and Technical Education, honored the student Ahmed Gamal at the American Language School, affiliated of the Shibin Qom Education Administration, for winning the bronze medal at the level of the country in the Egypt Olympiad in Informatics competition, organized by the Ministry of Education and Information Technology in cooperation with the Ministry of Education and the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Marine Transport. The student was placed among the top 20 programmers in the country under the age of 18. In Wednesday morning, November 24, 2021, the American Language International Schools received a delegation from the Education Department in Munafaya Governorate, represented by Mr. Hani Antar, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Education in Munafaya, Ms. Sanad Al-Raz, Directorate of Executive and Administrative Affairs in Munafaya Education, Ms. Suraya Mansour, General Manager of the Education Department in Munafaya, and they were accompanied by the Scout delegation represented by Mr. Sharif Fathi, General Manager of Scout Education at the Ministry of Education. Mr. Muhammad Mahisen, a member of the assessment team, and a delegation from the Physical Education Guidance, represented by Ms. Amani Abdul Awi, General Manager of Athletic, Scout and Military Education, Mr. Hisham El-Gindi, First Instructor of Physical Education.
Directorate Education in the parade line, followed by flag salute and then the broadcast, followed by an inspection round of Professor Sanad Diraz, Director of Administrative and Executive Affairs, and Professor Suraya Mansour, General Manager of Shibin Al-Qom Educational Administration, to encourage team spirit among all school students participating in the camp are Baraim Shunofa Elementary School Team, Baraim American Language Team, the Scouts Team of Al-Amal School of the Deaf and Mute in Shibin Al-Qom, Al-Amal School Scouts Team in Munuf, Scouts Team at the School of Intellectual Education in Shibin Al-Qom, Al-Noor School for the Blind Scouts Team in Shibin Al-Qom, an advanced scouting team at Al-Noor Industrial Secondary School, and the Scout Team of Ashmoon Secondary School, proceeding from the Kines of the American Schools Administration on the fruitful and constructive cooperation between the various educational institutions and in order to generate job opportunities for the graduates. An agreement of cooperation and training and employment was signed between each of the American schools with its international and languages sections and the Faculty of Education at Benha University. After the approval of the Benha University Council, headed by Mr. Dr. Jamal Sousa, the agreement was signed between Dr. Iman Abdel Haq, Dean of the Faculty of Education, and Mr. Muhammad Naguib, Director of the Training Department at the American Schools.
The American Schools Administration, with its international and language sections, extends its sincere thanks to its student, Goodwill Ambassador Ahmad Jamal Osman, Assistant Secretary, for the outstanding representation of schools in the Student Union at the governorate level in the preparatory stage, where all attendees praised his style and way of presenting the school's vision, the field of work, and the activities in which it is practiced. Sons of the American Language School Maha Kashkush and Hamza Kashkush within the legendary position of President Abdel Fattah Sisi to revive Al-Kibash Road and declare Luxor is the largest open museum on earth. On Monday morning, November 29, 2021, the American School Administration, with its international and language sections, revived English. Muhammad Marzouk, Deputy of the Shebeen El-Kom Education Administration, accompanied by a delegation from the Educational Administration to follow up the progress of the educational process within the schools.
Presented by Aya Ahmed, Ruqayya Mahmoud, Maryam Ihab, Jana Asam, Ali Ahmed. Prepared by Educational Media Team, Miss Amira Ahmed, Miss Hiba Rabia, Miss Rana Khalid. Translated by Mr. Muhammad Abdul Ati. Supervision Mr. Muhammad Naguib, Department of English.